Alright students, welcome to this video lecture. Get really excited and fired up because this is going to be your first look on my personal eBay back office, okay? Now before I get into all the details and show you that back office, I want to let you know that this is something that a lot of sellers, a lot of expert dropshippers, especially with eBay, never ever do. As a matter of fact, I've listened to a lot of these top trainers, and they actually promote and teach that you never want to give out your store ID name because it can be very detrimental to your business because you're going to be teaching people what you do, and I guess you're afraid for them to see your store and copy all your items. So I'm letting you know. The reason why I'm going to show you my personal store is because I really don't have a fear. I believe that there's a scarcity mentality, and then there's the abundance mentality. I believe there's enough business to go around for everybody, and I really believe that if you're a true teacher, you have nothing to hide, right? You're an open door, and you're going to allow people to learn from you. And how are they going to learn? The best way they're going to learn is to see behind the doors and see exactly what you're doing. So you gotta prove that you're practicing what you're preaching. Okay, so that's the biggest reason why I'm just going to be very open and honest and share with you my personal store ID. You can go and on eBay and look me up, subscribe to my store, look at my store, take a look at every single item that I have, because everything I'm sharing with you is exactly what I'm doing. Okay, now one thing I do want to mention is I would highly encourage you not to copy and emulate the exact items that I am selling. Okay, you probably want to find other items. You can find related items, but if you literally just copy the stuff from my store and paste it on your store, that can be very bad for the both of us. So I'm just going to put it out there and tell you that that's something that you don't want to do. You can take the concepts and the principles that I teach you, but to mimic and copy my exact store wouldn't be a great idea for you. And not to mention, by the time you're watching this video, I'm constantly going in and purging things out of my store and adding things to my store anyways. So every single week, every single month, it's pretty different. There's more items, there's different items, etc. So that being said, we're going to go ahead and take a look at my store. So my store name is AMF Deals 104. AMF stands for my company name, which is Achieve More Freedom. Okay. You can see that I have 1,775 feedback in my first year, which is pretty cool. I've learned that only about 20% of buyers actually leave a feedback. So this shows you that, I've done well over I think close to 6,000 transactions now on eBay my first year. So that's pretty cool. And right now I believe I have close to a 99% feedback. It's really hard to get 100% feedback when you're drop shipping. So you can see my my scores. I'm doing pretty good. 1707 positives, 27 negatives. You're not gonna make everybody happy. You're gonna find out very fast. So here are the items I have for sale. Okay. If you ask David, what kind of items do you sell? What kind of categories are you in? I'll be honest with you, I have no specific answer for you. I'm kind of all over the place, and I like it to be that way because I like diversification. So that's the first thing I wanted to teach you is diversify. Don't be so emotionally attached to one particular item. Don't be emotionally attached to one particular category because you never know which item and which category is going to do very well. And this is kind of good to have a lot of different items in different categories because in a way you're always testing the market to see what's hot and what's not. So you're going to see I have hoses for sale, humidifiers, lights, gunsmithing tools. And I'm going to be really honest with you, a lot of these things that I'm selling, I don't even know half of the times what they really are. Okay, like I don't know all the details about the product. I'm not a huge fan of these products, and that's the cool thing about the drop shipping business is you don't have to know everything. Quite frankly, I don't even know what most of these items are. I just know that they sell. I have a a cot bed here for sale for camping, right? I have a birdhouse, shelves, a pond pop-up thingamabob, right? A trigger scale, weights, sinks, phones, drills. I mean, you name it. Ramps for wheelchairs. Wow, that's new. I didn't even know I had that. You're gonna learn also how to hire and outsource your work, where you're gonna have a virtual assistant do 99% of your work. So I'm gonna teach you and show you how to do that too once your business is ready for scaling, right? So lamps, nutrition bars, dog collars, glass jars. I mean, you can see, like I said, I'm just kind of all of the pool toys, wires, tools, jars. These are really hot items. I like these a lot. Tools, more tools, weights, engines, right? All sorts of stuff, okay? Clothes, hats, more pool toys. So the list goes on and on, over 1,700 items. Again, I'm not going to go into all the nitty gritty of every single one of these, but you can definitely go take a look at my store and see all this stuff, okay? Now, I really want to share with you the sources to get these items, because I've dealt with a lot of sources, and I'll share with you my favorite ones that I get my items from. The first source, believe it or not, a lot of these online dropshippers and gurus will teach you to go get your stuff from Amazon. And you have to understand that market is pretty competitive and pretty saturated. And I mean, there are tens of millions of products on Amazon to sell. So in essence, there's so many things that you can sell that there isn't that much competition. But I swim in a different pool. I fish in a different pond. A lot of stuff that I buy from is actually from HomeDepot.com, okay? Lowe's.com, okay? These are my two favorite websites, okay? I've also bought stuff from Walmart.com, okay? I've also bought stuff from BedBathBeyond.com, okay? So these are pretty much my top picks. My favorite ones are Home Depot and Lowe's. Now, this is what I will use Amazon for. I will use Amazon as a backup. So if a particular item that I listed from Home Depot starts to sell in 2 weeks, and then when I go on Home Depot to buy it and it's not in stock, guess what? I'm going to look it up on Lowe's. I'm going to look it up on Amazon. Those are backup sites that I can order the product from. So that's what mainly I use Amazon for, is I use it as a backup source, not a main source. Now, that doesn't mean that some of these items that I do advertise come straight from Amazon. But the majority of my products come from these other sites: Home Depot, Lowe's, Walmart, not so much. Don't know why I don't use Walmart too much. Again, I think this site is pretty saturated. There's other drop shipping gurus that teach you to use Walmart and Amazon, so there's a lot of people already using those. Bed Bath & Beyond is an excellent site that has so much different items you can sell. Now, Home Depot has over 500,000 items. Let me see if I can show you what it says on their site. Over 500,000 items that you can sell from their website. Lowe's, couple 100,000 items. Walmart, millions of items. Bed Bath & Beyond. So as you can see, there's a range of different items that you can sell, and there's a lot of money to be made because there are millions of people that visit eBay every single month. There are hundreds of millions of dollars worth of transactions on eBay a year. So if you can capitalize on a percentage of that, you can make some good money. Okay, so these are my favorite sources that you can shop from, and it's really easy. I'll be sharing with you more in detail exactly what I do, how I create a listing, what item I pick, and so on and so forth. So with that, we will see you on the next lecture.